Hey there, Melissa here, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm making a layout with some new product that I just got from Paper Issues. It's the Crepe Paper All Heart collection, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I was so excited to break my spending freeze. After like a couple of years, haven't really spent much at all, and this was the collection that caught my eye that I really wanted to get. And so what I've done is cut the letters out. It's a cut shop cut file, an older one, and this is if you have young girls, you'll know about JoJo Siwa, and one of the songs that she sings is called Hold the Drama, and I quite like the words in the song, and because my girls pull faces and stuff, I thought it was perfect for a title for a scrapbook layout. So that was the inspiration for this one. When I started working on this, I wasn't going to film it, but then I decided to. So all you missed was me selecting the background paper, and I have cut those letters out with papers from the 6x8 paper pad. I've never used a 6x8 paper pad before. That shows how long it's been since I've been able to purchase anything. Yeah, so because I was using multi-coloured patterns, different patterns, I didn't want to use a white background. I wanted to use one of the papers, and I love this navy with pink cross. And then I just wanted to add a bit of mixed media because this is quite full on when it comes to colour and pattern. So I needed something behind my letters just to break it up and add a bit of interest. So I've gone with some pink, I think it's Kaisercraft acrylic paint, and now I'm just dropping on some Mr. Huey's, Studio Calico Mr. Huey's in white. So because that's still a very full-on background, very full-on patterns on my letters, I've outlined them, and I did think about stitching, but I also wanted to have dimension, so now I'm adding some foam on the back just to lift them up. So while my background paper dries, I am putting the foam on. So this is single adhesive foam, and it'll need me to add some adhesive to the other side. So not going to show you doing all of this because it's pretty simple, but you're just seeing some of it there. So I use double-sided tape. I think I've said this hundreds of times. It's better than liquid adhesive, and it handles being glued or stuck onto the acrylic paint. So just two sizes of double-sided tape, and once again I'm not showing you that entire process because it's quite boring. So here, just showing you how I stick them down. So I used the line of crosses to position my letters, and also kind of where to put the paint. I probably covered up, I probably could have put a bit more white splatter, but anyway, it's turned out fine. Yeah, so I'm really happy with how this layout turns out. I wasn't sure at first because it is so busy, but I think that the amount of embellishment that I do balances out the busyness, and really the letters are embellishment feature in themselves. So this photo, it was for my December daily, and which I've just finished, by the way, finally, and it was an extra one that I had printed off. I got to the 24th and no, the 25th, 24th and 25th, I think, and I couldn't be bothered printing out single photos. I made collages, and I'd printed this one already and didn't use it, so it was perfect for a layout, and I just love the looks that they're pulling in this photo. So here's a chipboard sheet, and all I took from there was this little star. Heart, sorry. It had pulled some of the adhesive off, so I just pulled that off, and I like doing that because then I can use liquid adhesive and not feel pressure in the positioning. Like I can be sure where I'm going to put it before I commit. So then I just pulled off some of the offcuts of paper, trying to work out what to put behind my photo because I didn't want to go all the same patterns as what I already had, and bearing in mind that because I'd done a different pattern for every letter, I had used a lot of the patterns in the collection. So these are, I guess, are like a puffy frame, and I just wanted to use it as like a layer behind my photo. So I just wanted to have it peeking out the side, and then this little pink star pattern looked really sweet as well. And so what I'm wanting to do now is what I said. I don't want to over embellish because it already is so busy with those letters. So here's a look at the collection. I wanted to use this black and white poker because I knew that I hadn't used it as a letter. So I just torn off a piece of that. Yeah, liking how it's looking. So I am wanting to make more videos. I have been saying that for ages, but it's still been quite difficult, just being so busy. Yeah, I'm making them for the Scrappery. I am on the Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file design team, and that starts in May, so I will be creating videos for that one as well, and really looking forward to that. So these are the ephemera packs. You get 2 packages in each pack, and these are the larger embellishments, and so I'm just going through to see if there's anything in there that's going to work for me. And I love that that tag there with the blah blah blah. I did look at using that stripe, but I was too busy, and sorry, I'm once again so busy and lost in creating this that I've forgotten that I'm out of frame. That'll come. While I get into making more videos, I think I will be more aware of what I'm doing. So yeah, loving how that's looking. I've lifted up the edges of a lot of the papers just to add dimension. And of course, I can't have a tag without some twine, so just adding some of that. Yeah, and then I think I've run out of my normal sized Stampin' Up! Pop dots, so I'm just using some foam behind there. Yeah, a bit of double-sided tape, because of course it's single-sided adhesive, like I said before. So that just popping that up, it's not a big full-on amount of dimension, it's just enough to lift it a bit. So I'm loving how that's looking, and yeah, I don't think it needs much more than that in terms of pattern paper or larger embellishments around that photo. Those little puffy stickers are just adorable. I love them so much. I think I only use one on this. I find it hard to use products when they're so adorable, and I almost, it sounds silly, the whole hoarding thing, but it's hard to make a decision when you start. This is my first layout or any kind of project with this collection, so when everything's fair game, I do find it difficult. I love that little like heart speech bubble, kind of like an emoji. So I've put that on above the happy photo. The top photo, they were pulling that funny face, and then the second one was a more happy one. This is the sticker sheet. I love the mix of like photos and I guess images, and then just your normal embellishment in this collection. That little heart said best friends, and they're definitely best friends. So Brielle is the younger one in this photo. She has just turned 5. She's kind of like best friends with her sister above and below her, which is really sweet. And then these are beautiful like flowers that have like a photographic flower with the stem and leaves drawn, and I think the butterfly too looks realistic with kind of doodle features around it, and I love how they look. So just wanting to get a balance of embellishments, not going overboard. I thought about adding dimension to the stickers, but I decided that because I already had dimension, I would just adhere them flat. So this is the sticker sheet, and I was thinking about using one of those labels there to write my journaling on, but it's kind of a translucent sticker, and I wasn't sure whether my pen would stick on it. So I've got a little label there from the sticker sheet, and here I'm just, I thought about using that one, but I wasn't sure, like I said. And then I noticed that the packaging has like a memo kind of pattern, and I thought how perfect to use that for my journaling, because I don't have a white pen that's working well. If I did, I would have probably just journaled on that paper, but I needed something to put my journaling on with my black pen, and using the packaging was the perfect idea. And I think I'm going to use the packaging all up because several of the packages have that kind of notebook look background. So I just ripped a piece and then found the center and just placed it under that word drama, and now I'm just adding my journaling. And I think I'm talking about them having fun pulling faces. This is actually at church, and there was a photo booth, the kind of thing that you could have your family photo in front of, and of course my girls were keen to jump in there and have photos. So this is a Christmas layout, but it's not really. It's I guess it's non-traditional, because the only reason I know it's Christmas is because I took the photo and I know the background, but looking at this in an album, you would never think it's Christmas until you saw the date. So yeah, I've chosen to more talk about them having fun pulling faces than the fact that it was Christmas. I needed something else above this little photo cluster, and so I'm adding another flower. And then I decided to tie that twine into a bow, and the easiest way to do it is to do it upside down, I find, and that way I get the top of my bow and the little threads hanging down. And that's my layout. So I hope you enjoyed this. I have got several plans of what else I can make with this new collection. I love it, and I hope you enjoyed watching. So take care, and I'll be back again soon.